Hello, my name is Ted Jenkins. I'm your other professor in absentia, I guess, for today. I'll be working with Barbara O'Connor. We've taught the last 10 years here at CSUS in the CommS Studies Department. Although not properly trained as a CommS Studies major, I have a lot of experience in business and otherwise. I think we have a very rich political background in addition to our coursework this semester. There's the economy and business and what will happen there, the social engineering that goes along with that, the media, what's happening with newspapers and where they're headed. Also, the internet continues to explode and there's always new information, always new stuff coming out there. The FCC, what the new chairman will do in the new political regimen that we have. Presidential campaign fulfillment, that's going on. The state budget, need I say more? That's a major issue. And actually in our city government here with a new mayor that wants to change the role of the mayor himself. And I think finally, which is one of the bigger deals, is our global leadership. We've got obvious situations going on with Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, Pakistan. All of these things need to be worked, and there are incredible challenges there and some interesting new players. But let me back up and tell you a little bit more about myself. I'm an electrical engineer. I went to Caltech, got an engineering degree in 1965 and got a master's degree in 1966, so I don't have to tell you how old I am. I went to work for Fairchild Semiconductor. I spent my whole career in the semiconductor industry, as a matter of fact. I had the fortunate experience of meeting Gordon Moore, the man who penned Moore's Law in the mid-60s. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up. But he came and visited my class at Caltech and explained some very interesting things that they were doing. Said if anybody was interested in going to work to just contact him, and he'd invite us up for interviews. I did that, went to work for Fairchild for 2.5 years. Moved on with the Intel crowd when Bob and Gordon Moore, actually that's Bob Noyce, who along with Gordon Moore were 2 of the 8 Fairchild founders in 1957. They're also the 2 founders that started Intel and took Andy Grove along with them, and others of us followed later. Just for history's sake, I will tell you that I was the 22nd employee there. And it was a great experience for me. I had a series of experiences in semiconductor manufacturing, general management of memory, non-volatile memory. In fact, I converted Intel from EEPROM to flash memory from a leadership standpoint, and then became a patent licensing director. Did that, and as a part of that assignment, I was also involved in running the Government Affairs Committee at the very end of my career. That was sort of a sidelight in addition to my licensing activity. The interesting thing was I was in California, so I actually spent time in the Sacramento Chamber of Commerce. I was also in the California Manufacturers Association and chaired the board at one point in time. The CMA is now known as CMTA, which is California Manufacturers and Technology Association. And that was an association of industrial activities, industrial companies in California that were particularly capital intensive. And we were really just oriented toward making sure that California was friendly for business, because there are choices and California companies can choose to go elsewhere. I was also on the American Electronics Association board, and I was also on the Information Technology and Industry Council board, which is a Washington, D.C. Entity. I did I did spend some trips in Washington, D.C., but really focused mostly on what we were doing in state government, which for Intel was really trying to accelerate broadband acceptance and push that faster, because we thought, quite frankly, it would be good for the people of the state and it would help our business. In my experience, those are the only kinds of things you can really have a chance of getting done. So that's what went on. I will tell you now that this is my second attempt at doing this. I found out accidentally that YouTube won't take more than 10 minutes, so I'm going to cut this short, and we can talk about some of my communications philosophies and sensitivities in class. And again, I think we have a very interesting environment and an interesting syllabus, and I really look forward to working with all of you, and especially Barbara during the year. I think you'll find I'm a little more conservative than Barbara. On the other hand, when it comes to intellectual concerns, we tend to agree more than not. So maybe you'll get us into one of our interesting debates and have some fun out of that, and hopefully learn something as well. So anyway, again, thank you very much, and sorry I wasn't able to attend these first two classes, but I will see you next week.